Delighted to be joined on the Star Sport podcast by Rosaleen O'Brien to chat about a huge event coming up in Páirc Uí Chaoimh later this month on Saturday, July 26th. There's a Gaelic for Mothers and Others Festival of Football and Wellbeing, and it looks like there's 30 teams from all over the county going to take place. So, Rosaleen, talk to us about this event. It looks huge.
Hi, Kieran. Thanks very much for having me. Yeah, so it's a very, very exciting event. I'm really, really excited about, to be honest. There is over 30, sorry, there's 30 teams coming from all over Cork, as you mentioned. I think from West Cork we have nine, which is amazing. So I'm kind of organising the event, I suppose, in my volunteer role, kind of on behalf of the three host teams. So we've got the club that I've played for, Keelamida, but it's Mila Moves is our Gaelic for Months and Others jokey name, I suppose. We have Middleton Wagpies and we have Ballyhay Months and Others as well that are hosting the day. So we were so lucky to have so many people in organisations after coming in on board and involved. I suppose Cork G are giving us the full facilities for the day, which is absolutely amazing. We're so delighted to have that. There'll be games going on both the stadium pitch and the 4G pitch, which is amazing. Kind of, it's, I suppose it's a festival of football with a bit of a twist. So it's also a wellbeing day. So we're delighted to have the Healthy Ireland section of Cork County Council who are going to be hosting positive mental health talks throughout the day with fantastic speakers. We have Cork Sports Partnership that are going to be out in the green area between the two pitches with loads of family fun events going on. And it's all in aid of Cork Mental Health Foundation, which is just absolutely fantastic.
It's brilliant. And a festival of football actually sums it up quite aptly. But take me back to Gaelic for Mothers and Others, the Mila Moves. I suppose just for our listeners out there, explain to us how this team came about and obviously the idea behind it, Rosaleen.
I suppose the initiative is run by the Ladies Gaelic Association, and the whole overall initiative is sponsored by Sports Direct. I suppose it's going on since about 2008. Our team, Mila Moose, has started up in 21, in August 21. So I suppose I'm a blow into the area. I had seen my local club at home, Lisgool, starting it. I kind of had never seen it before. I suppose my daughter was kind of just after starting to play this football. She was 6. She just started with the club. She's 10 now. And I suppose I'd seen them starting it and I kind of said it at training joking and I started helping out, I suppose, coaching at the time and getting involved. And everyone had a great laugh that we possibly would start up a football team, us women that some had never played, I suppose. So that's why they got such a laugh out of it. I had played when I was 16. And I suppose when I started helping out, I kind of got my love for football back straight away. It probably was my only regret ever giving it up, to be quite honest. So we kind of put it out there, and next thing we had 42 women arrived the first night of training. We were probably just coming out of COVID as well. So there was restrictions lifting, so people were kind of mad for somewhere to go. It was something for their own heads to get, a bit of headspace, an hour away from the house, an hour away from the kids, if you had children, do you know what I mean? So I suppose with Gaelic for Mothers and Others, you have to be over 25 to play, and you can't be playing with another ladies football team, and can't be playing competitively. It's non-competitive. It's, I suppose, more like the Go Games kind of structure. It's all about the fun and the crack with this initiative, and really, I suppose, a social thing where you get to know new people. And it's just taken off massively across the country with over 500 teams now, which is just amazing.
And it's also given you some incredible opportunities, Rosaleen, to play in Croke Park, to play in the Gaelic Park. Kind of you've got the chance to kind of lace up the boots again and just kind of play in these incredible venues.
Yeah, oh, like the opportunities that I have found from a personally, like we got to play at half time in the Ladies All Ireland a couple of years ago. We did a social media campaign. I'm sure we were tagging you probably loads of it and all the different media outlets. We kind of set up our own Instagram page, I suppose, and just kind of started showcasing our journey, I suppose, of what it can do for women. And, it was just fantastic. So we got the opportunity to play in Crow Park, which was amazing. Pascal Sheehy came down and did an interview with us, and we had said we would love to go to New York. And I suppose after that, we were on the news, and then we kind of reached out to New York ladies. We got the opportunity to play in New York in Gaelic Park, which was just like 5 days away. You can imagine now there was 7 or 8 teams from Ireland went over, and it was just such a fantastic experience. We've already played at halftime in Super Valley Park Queen as well, during a men's Alliance National League final. So we've just gotten loads of opportunities, I suppose. For myself, I've done the Learn to Lead course with the LGFA. I did the provincial one with Munster. And I suppose I just see by showcasing all these female initiatives, it's just promoting, like promotion is so important. So for all the younger kids to see, I suppose, role models, people still being involved in sport, and I'm 43, still involved, and it's fantastic for them to see as well.
Like you mentioned there, there's 9 West Cork teams going to be taking part in this festival of football on the 26th later this month. Have you seen yourself like just the growth of this? Like, oh, like even when I'm looking at social media, you just see all these pictures coming up with Gaelic mothers for others teams. It's really becoming more and more kind of prevalent.
Oh, the growth has been absolutely massive, to be honest. I think when we started, I think we were the only team in West Cork at the time. I think there may have been teams previous to that, the years before it. And now I just seem to every G, not every J club, but there's so many J and LGFA clubs now are really seeing the benefits of it. Our own club, like I had coached for a few years, and then I went down the route of PRO for a couple of years before I went back to work. And like you just see, I suppose, the confidence in women. I suppose before, a couple of years ago, I would have stood, helping a GA team or whatever, a boys or girls team, and I would always put my hand up to do the toilet breaks. Now I'm the one with the confidence to put my hand up in a meeting, speak. I suppose I would never in a million years, a couple of years ago, have done an interview or, had a chat like this. I wouldn't have had the confidence to do it, but I suppose I've just, when we all kind of come together, I suppose we're like, you know what, we're actually able to do this. We had 10 women coaching for a Gaelic for Girls program. 10 the women had never ever coached before, and we were lucky enough to get the program from through the Ladies Gaelic, and we've seen a massive increase in the amount of girls joining our club through the Gaelic for Girls program, but also the female coaches involved now from training through the program as well, just going for courses, putting their hand up for stuff. It's just been a fantastic, and like there's over 60 clubs in Cork. When I was, putting this out there with this event, when I kind of put it out there going, maybe this is something like this can happen in Super Valley Park Weave. Cork J were so kind to give us the facilities, came on board. And I suppose I put out one message on a WhatsApp group that there's a Cork-based Gaelic for Mothers and Others WhatsApp group now. And that's all I had to do. And I had 50 teams applied for 30 spaces like that within 2 days. We had to do a lottery, do you know what I mean? Like at the Munster Blitz there a couple of weeks ago, like there was 78 teams, I think, and there was a waiting list and people didn't get in. And it's just after taking off massively.
Oh, that's incredible. And I think what's really interesting about this big event coming up is that well-being aspect, and you touched on it there. Like that's really important, isn't it?
Oh, I'm so delighted to have this aspect of it. I'm very interested in everything to do with positive mental health and all those things. And we're delighted to have the Healthy Ireland section involved in it. We have lots of different speakers on the day. So we have Breed Stack and Juliet Murphy. They're our former Cork ladies footballers speaking. We have Niall McCarthy, who was a former Cork All-Star. Dr. Anne Kiernan, Jen O'Callaghan, nutritional therapist. We have people coming from UCC and MTU as well, speaking about the Gaelic Mothers and Others research that they've done. So having all these people involved, speaking about positive mental health, which is so important. I think me personally as a woman, going to training, having the laugh, meeting like-minded women, even just after the football side of things is over, it's the massive social thing, which is fantastic for all our heads to get a bit of a headspace. Like a lot of mothers have said, or a lot of players, mothers not necessarily have to be a mother to play, but a lot of people say it's like the hour in the week that you never knew you needed, and it's like free therapy. So instead of paying for counselling, you have the bit of a laugh and a joke. You can have a hard day at work and you come home and you just get out in the fresh air, and it's good for your head, it's good for your body, it's good for everything. And the talks are so important to have it there as well, especially when the charity is Cork Mental Health Foundation. So we're delighted to have them there on the day as well.
No, it's going to be an absolutely fantastic event. If our listeners want to find out any more information, Rosaleen, where can they go?
Yeah, so I suppose we're sharing it across, like I run the social media pages for Mila Moves. So we're sharing it across that. We have the media partner, 96 FM, are actually going to be there on the day. So we have Izzy Show Busy that's going to be MC and DJ for the whole day. And we're delighted to have Ken Parrish doing the after party for us as well. So they will be there on the day with the street fleet. They will be advertising it obviously as well and across our social media pages. And we're also delighted to have Carberry and All Fresh actually as well, supporting the event as well, which is great. So we've got so many partners and it's fantastic.
Incredible. Football and a party after. It doesn't get much better than that. Rosaleen, thank you so much for joining us in the podcast. Appreciate it.
Thanks very much, Kieran. Have a lovely evening.